But we're live, so let's get into the subject. Let's get ready for this gaming news stuff.
All right.
So, uh, yeah, this is episode 10 of Hidden of Polygons, where we talk about the latest game news and movie news and just different topics. But we got some some random game topics to talk about today, so it should be a fun show. Hopefully, my audio sounds a little bit better. Uh, I'm not doing a robot dance tonight, but
RoboCop is trying not to make an appearance tonight. That's what we're saying, folks.
so before we get started, everybody want to introduce themselves. Can go ahead, Bam Bam, you can go first.
All right. This is Bam Bam Star, and as always, it's a pleasure to be part of the podcast. Good. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Good Friday, and I just get my input on topics I feel interested in or speaking about, and if I know about. So I hope you all enjoy this.
Hey, this is Emperor Gil, or you can call me Caesar. I'm your co-host.
Hey, this is Rage Mayhem, and as same, glad to be here for another hit on the Polygon podcast.
And of course, you got me, K. Alex Smith. So with that said, Emperor, you had some stuff you want, some topics you want to talk about. You can go first.
All right. The first thing is about the recent Resident Evil 8 rumors or leaks.
Okay.
Apparently, the leaks have been about the main character from Resident Evil 7 is going to be returning. It's still going to be in first person. Zombies will be returning. They've been absent in the last two, I want to say. And there's going to be werewolf type creatures. A new ghost like enemy that's going to be stalking you throughout the game. And Chris Redfield would be returning in some form, which I don't really mind. I don't really care. I know none of y'all Resident Evil fans, so
I
this is just me.
Yeah, I mean, I played Resident Evil 4. I enjoyed it. I might have played bits and pieces of Resident Evil 5, but I didn't finish any other. Resident Evil 4 is the only one I've ever played straight through, and I enjoyed Resident Evil 4. So I haven't played Resident Evil 7 or any other ones. So yeah, I don't know anything about the story. but so yeah, that's cool. I mean, so you think it's gonna be? Do you think it? Cause you played 7, right?
Yeah.
So do you think it's gonna be more like 7, or you think it's gonna be like? How you think the play style is gonna be? You think it's gonna be more like 7, or you think it's gonna play differently? Like you think it's gonna play like a Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 4?
And it's going since it says it's gonna be in first person. I think they're just gonna improve upon what they did with 7, because 7 wasn't a first person, and they also made it. They, if I remember correctly, they said that they built Resident Evil 7 from the ground up, being for VR. So they made the games pretty much surrounding VR.
Hmm. That would be cool because with the PS5, I like to if they whenever they do come up with the updated PlayStation VR 2, I like to see if how whenever this if this is true and Resident Evil 8 comes out, I want making it full like with the PlayStation VR 2 in mind or not. What can they improve upon it as far as VR goes for better headset?
I mean, for was it the PlayStation VR? I think it's gonna be quite limited compared to what like was it the HTC Vive
Yeah,
can
but
do.
I'm saying there's supposed to be a new PlayStation VR 2. It's gonna be a newer headset.
Yeah, but who knows
Is
when
it?
that's gonna come out?
Yeah, but who knows when eight's coming out, right? Because they didn't have any kind of time frame for this game coming out?
They no.
No, because I don't think it's definitely not coming out this year because they have the Resident Evil 3 remake. So maybe at the earliest it can come out next year, but maybe not. By the time it does come
Yeah.
out, PSVR 2 could be out by then. But you never know. I'm just throwing it out there, you know. 'Cause like I said, I'm not a big Resident Evil fan. Like I said, I did enjoy 4 a lot, but I haven't really got into them since then. Any other news?
I have another one where have you heard about this news about remote play for PlayStation is gonna be on Switch?
I seen something on it, but I didn't look into
Or
it.
hints?
But was it like a survey or PlayStation asking people?
Yeah, apparently there was a survey that Sony like gave out to a bunch of other people. And apparently I'm looking at the Reddit post because some guy actually posted it on Reddit.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was true
What?
or what because there's been so much rumors lately about different stuff.
I just took a survey for Sony regarding the remote play, and there were some interesting questions that possibly hint at upcoming features. Using remote play with a PS4 not connected to the internet. Playing remote play on a Switch, Apple TV, or Android TV. Hiding unused controls for the game to allow for more screen real estate. Customizable button layouts. Connecting other controllers like Xbox or mouse and keyboard. That could be interesting. Offline remote play. PS1 and PS2 game. I mean, well, what do you think about this, Marcus?
I mean, tell you the truth, I'm not really big into remote play. Like I said, I'm not. I like playing my games on my nice big TV. Like I said, I have a Switch. I don't even take it off the dock. It stays on where it's at.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I think the I don't know if they're going. I just don't see them doing remote play with Nintendo because Nintendo and Sony really don't get along ever since they were supposed to. Ever since back in the day, well, Sony was supposed to be helping Nintendo with the new console, and that what happened with that. So I don't see Nintendo and Sony really getting along too good as far as something like that. But I mean, what would you use? A Vita or something like?
I did use a Vita one time, and
I mean, I know you can use a Vita, but what would you use to play remote play from your Switch?
like any game, it's just
Like, would you use any kind of device,
like
or would you just use Switch and like, how would you do remote play? Would you use your Switch to do remote play, like, or would you need another
yeah.
device that connects to your Switch and then you play? Yeah, okay,
No, you use the Switch
yeah. I don't believe this is gonna happen, but Sony doesn't. I don't think
because remote play just pretty much just streams the game
streams the
to whatever
game.
you're playing
Yeah,
on. Yeah,
yeah. I see now. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't see Sony really letting you play other games on any other system right now. Maybe the PC, but as far as game consoles,
I mean, they already have an app for the PC.
yeah, you can do it on the PC, but but I don't see them not anytime soon at least because they want you to buy a PlayStation still. It does, Xbox once you buy Xbox, they're putting all their games on every single system, you know. But I don't see Sony at this stage letting you play those games on any other game console. Maybe Apple TV. Maybe they could do that, because that's more of a TV than a system, right? But
I mean, they already have the app also on the phones, so
yeah,
it's not out of.
but that's not really remote play. That's more what you call it, the PlayStation Now.
No, I think that's remote play. They have a remote play and the PlayStation now.
Okay, yeah. But like I said, I don't really see them doing that for I mean, but I don't know.
But anyway, the next piece of topic that I have, Blizzard yet again.
Uh-oh. What they do?
Apparently, a bunch of fans are angry at the launch of Warcraft 3, like
You-
saying it's not very good, and
there's a lot of glitches and errors going on with the game, and a lot of people are definitely not happy with it, and they want to get a refund. But then they're banning players for like telling the other players like how to get a refund.
yeah. So basically, they aren't happy, and people are asking for refunds. Blizzard ain't doing refunds, and apparently, they're banning players are helping other people get refunds.
So they're banning people for people that are helping people get refunds to abandon them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there's people that like giving other players advice of like how to get a refund because they're not wanting to refund at all. So other players are like telling other players how to go about getting a refund, and then Blizzard's like, nah, we're not gonna go with that. We're not gonna put up with that or whatever, and so let's go ahead and ban your account for 6 months too. Just for telling other players how to go about getting a refund because they're unhappy with the product, how the game's playing and whatnot, and the glitches and everything else.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty shady.
Yep, they've really been pulling some shady stuff lately, like especially since they're what is the competition where they banned that one player Blitz for speaking out about political interests over in Hong Kong, right? China.
Remember, we can't say China anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. A nation in the world that we get many of our products from in the U.S. is, as I say, is another way to.
I'm just joking since we got cut off there last time we talked about China.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's not looking good for them. They're gonna lose all their support if they keep playing this.
They keep bending the knee, man, bending the knee because all they care about is trying to make money, man. That's what it comes down to. It's just all about the almighty dollar
Yeah, but
and how much of that they get their little grubby hands on.
But yeah, that's it for my.
okay. So I got a couple. Well, we got more than a couple, but I got some news. First, I want to talk about. You know what? Before I even start talking about the news, I'm gonna talk about some Kingdom Hearts. I wasn't gonna talk about
Oh,
this.
here we go, here we go, here we go,
Listen,
boys.
We could save that till the
Here
end.
we go. Okay.
now, I just want to talk about it right now. I just want to talk about it
Hey, by all means, man,
because
get off your chest, man. Let's
listen,
hear what you got to say about that.
listen. I wasn't gonna talk about this DLC ending, but I got some other Kingdom Hearts news too. I'm gonna say that news. I'm gonna start with that part. So everybody. So there's gonna be another Kingdom Hearts game. Well, it's gonna probably be more than one. But it's called Project Zonard, and it's officially titled. I'm not sure if this has been confirmed, but supposedly it's supposed to be Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, and it's supposed to be coming out. It's an Android, iOS, Android mobile game. It's free to play with in-app purchases, and it's supposed to come out this year, 2020. So
Really?
that's what it says. That's what I'm seeing. So
Yeah.
so to me, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I have no interest in this game because I don't care about that character. This this game, this Kingdom Hearts 3 was supposed to be the end of his tale. What's the director say? He said this is the end of his saga. And now we got another game. It's not a mainline game, so but we still have another game that's gonna be, I guess maybe talk about his past. Well, I thought this was supposed to be the end of his saga. That's what he said. But now you got. But I think this guy likes his character a lot because in the interview he talked about he likes his keyblade, not really his keyblade, but the keyblade he was using. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm not too happy about this game. But
it's a mobile game. You're not
Yeah.
gonna play either way.
But
What are you getting mad about?
I'm not getting mad. It's I don't want to see them using resources to work on this game where they could be making another Kingdom Hearts game.
Okay, then think about it this way: they need to make money somehow to make the mainline series games.
One of them is okay. They just gave us a DLC that was $30. I'm gonna rant a little bit, and let me tell you
Okay.
something. The DLC is not bad. I don't want to say that I enjoyed the DLC. I'm not finished yet. I'm still gotta fight all the bosses, right? The second part, but I ain't gonna lie. $30 is a little pricey because this kind of makes this DLC pretty much is like a Find a Mix edition. If you ever bought any of the Find a Mix versions of the game, add this DLC to that makes that, which is not bad because usually you just buy the whole game again to get the Find a Mix stuff. Now you're getting it cheaper, so and that I think is kind of cool. But let's got a couple things DLC I just want to talk about real fast. Try to talk about fast. One thing is Kingdom Hearts 3 is my game of the year, hands down. I enjoyed the game, but I feel like it was lacking some stuff that the other games had. I mean, no Coliseum, unbelievable. They didn't have it. That was one of the favorite things I liked about the other games is during those tournaments and unlocking other weapons and armor and stuff, and fight other bosses that you can fight in those tournaments. And that didn't have it, and along with the other post game. It just didn't have that stuff, and it didn't have Final Fantasy in it, which is, Then so we get the DLC, and it shows a trailer of, oh, Final Fantasy's back. Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm thinking maybe we get another level to the game. It won't be big, but like a small area. You know what I'm saying? Something cool.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get that. We got like a retelling of the end of the game, which is pretty neat. I thought it was cool. And then we got these bosses that you play a Sora and you're in this little data area and you get to fight this boss, which is neat. But man, what a tease with the Final Fantasy characters. It's cool we see them, but we don't get to go around that little area and nothing. Wouldn't it be cool just around a little the town area? You know what I'm saying? And seeing some other. I ain't gonna lie, the DLC disappointed me. Even though I'm still enjoying it, but I'm disappointed too. But the thing that makes me more disappointed about the most is to get the special ending. Well, the regular ending's bull crap. The bad ending, what you want to call it, is crap either ways. And the special ending is crap. Because, spoilers, if you have not played Kingdom Hearts, if you haven't beat
guys, I'm just gonna throw this in there real quick. Just to add all that up, that's really a lot of crap.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Okay. But I was gonna say spoilers if you haven't finished Kingdom Hearts 3, or maybe spoilers if you haven't finished the DLC. But the DLC, I'm thinking, Kingdom Hearts 3 end is not bad. It's pretty good for the most part, besides one key area. Sora supposedly, we weren't sure, but we was pretty sure. Well, he saves Kairi, and then he just disappears. We assume all that stuff was real, but we weren't 100% sure, right? And then you see him in this new area. You're like, oh, what is this? And you see one of the characters from the game that you don't really get to see from like a game world, right? And then the DLC comes, and we think, oh, we're gonna be in this area. I thought it was gonna be there, and that's gonna be a pretty good little story thing to do, right? Play play a little story part out, play a little world, and just go around and maybe you do that, and then Sora finds a way back. Well, what we get is these data fights, which are cool additions, and then you get the little scene. You get a boss fight with the guy, But that's it. You get the boss fight, and then if you win, they go, oh, I wasn't meant to be here right now. Yeah, or something crazy like that. And then he just disappears, and you're like nothing. You know, so he's like, it make no sense. Like, Sword doesn't come back. It doesn't resolve anything. You get people hyped, and you does it
So
doesn't.
that's the one where you win, right?
Yeah, when you win. Well, if you don't win, like they're not much different. If you watch both endings, they're not too much different. If you win, he just says, "Oh, I wasn't meant to be here right now," and then and if you do win, he like, I don't know what happens to Sora, but Sora gets defeated. So it doesn't make no sense. Either way, nothing gets fixed, nothing resolves, right? Ricky and them are trying to find a way to bring Sora, trying to find. It's been a year. You find out in the DLC, it's been a year since the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, and everybody's trying to find Sword. It sets you up to get uh, the Alka, man, I can't, Terra, and what's his name? The other guy that looks like Sword. Damn it, not Roxas,
Roxas?
not Roxas, the other one.
Ventus?
Ventus. You got all three of them. They're going back into the darkness to look for Sora, right? And then you got it says Mickey Mouse and Donald Goofy are looking for Sora, and then you got Riku. He's with Final Fantasy characters, and they're trying to find Sora, and then you got Kaori. She's like putting to sleep and trying to, I guess, in her heart, trying to find Sora. Everybody's been looking for Sora for a year, or says, because it's been a year has passed. But then in the DLC, you fight the tough bosses, which is pretty cool. And then you beat these little data bosses. Then you get unlock the special boss, and you beat him. And then it doesn't do anything. Nothing resolved. Like the DLC, that wasn't for nothing because it doesn't really change nothing. Like what you seen at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, none of that gets changed, right? It doesn't fix nothing. Like it doesn't make no sense. You know, it just blows my mind that this DLC, that special end, that's what I seen and nothing. You didn't fix nothing. You didn't resolve nothing. I don't know what if the next Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be about this. That wasn't even a tease. I don't even know what that was supposed to like. Who's that for? Like that scene was nothing. Like didn't explain, didn't set up for nothing. It is garbage. That cutscene was poor garbage. And you got me all hyped for it. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait. And that's it. Ah, but that's all I want to say. If you play
Just
Kingdom
so
Hearts,
you know, Marcus represents about 70% of the Kingdom Hearts fan base.
is everybody agreeing with? Is everybody pretty mad about? I mean, I'm not super mad about the DLC, about the price. I think the DLC is a little weak. I think it should have been $20. I think $20 would have been a good price. I think $30 is a little steep for what they offer, right?
I do agree with that.
But I do think they could knock off $10, $20 would have made more sense. Because I do think, I mean, a lot of people are mad because because the first part, you're replaying the end of the game, but they add so much to cutscenes and you're playing that some extra characters, which is cool. But then you get to this boss fight, and then I ain't a lot of people probably mad because they're like, oh, I'll get to do the next part because it sets you up like it's gonna be an actual like more story content, how it opens the game up with that. But then all it is boss fights, no more story content, right? So, and then these boss people are probably mad because they're probably getting their butts kicked. So they're like, oh, I can't play the game because they get defeated and they don't have nothing else to do because these bosses are pretty tough. So people are probably mad about that too because they don't think they have any more content because they can't beat these bosses. So they spent $30, and all they got was a retailing of the end of the game, and then they get these bosses which might be too tough for them. So they're like, oh, I feel like I got ripped off because I don't have nothing to do. And I just spent $30, which you just got to level up and fight these bosses. But still, I do think it's a little pricey. It should have been more content, another world to go to. Like where we went, it should have been actually a full-fledged area to do stuff in with these bosses for $30. $20, okay. $30 is just a little bit too steep. Not, but I don't know.
Marcus, just to save you a little bit of your sanity, the bad ending in which you lose is the correct ending.
It's the correct ending? What does that mean?
Well, it makes more sense to me if that's the ending than the other one because the other one doesn't do anything.
So what's the bad
The other
ending?
one makes the bad ending makes a little bit more sense to me.
Oh, this Sora gets defeated, but I don't remember what happens after Sora gets defeated. Like I don't even.
So Sora gets crystallized. And the dude
Oh, okay.
says, what is it? Yeah, I'm going to save you, right?
It's something like like he doesn't believe that's Sora.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't believe that's actually Sora, right? That's why he's fighting him because he's like, oh, he doesn't. He's supposed to be going to save Sora supposedly or something.
Which I'm assuming is that star you talked to during that one area.
But he doesn't think that is actual Sora. So, but see, it just gives you more questions and nothing gets fixed, and it's just like,
Yeah, but at least we're going somewhere with that ending as compared to a good one. Because the good one doesn't lead anywhere, as opposed to the bad ending. Yeah, it does lead somewhere. Because Sora he gets crystallized. He says, "Yeah, I'm going to save you," and then he wakes up in a car, and then his driver sounds like the other dude.
but then what about like Riku? Didn't Riku? I mean, you got the
What about
cutscene. You got in the cutscene, you got Riku waking up.
Riku waking up?
Remember in that special ending, not the special ending, but in the Kingdom Hearts 3, Riku wakes up in the city too, and it looks like he could be in the same area.
I'm assuming that comes in whatever next game it is.
But it shows it in this too. But then Sora's like, but Riku's with everybody else looking for. I ain't gonna.
Where does it happen in this game?
I thought it shows that scene again.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, maybe. I thought it did. Maybe I'm.
No, that scene doesn't happen in the DLC area.
I thought it showed that scene again.
No.
Okay. I think it does. You might have to relook at that. But it doesn't it doesn't make no sense having that and nothing and Ricky, but that's all I wanted to say about that. I've been talking about it a little bit too long. But it's but like I said, I still think Kingdom Hearts 3 is still my game of the year. But this is some good news. Let's talk about some good stuff. Well, let's talk about some rumors. Supposedly, maybe Final Fantasy 8 and 9 is getting the remake too, like Final Fantasy 7 is for the PS5. Not much. I don't have any news about. What's that? Only thing I have that is rumor that both of them are getting remade and they're gonna be on the PS5. Which to me, I think they had to finish 7 because the 7 game coming out now, it's not gonna be the whole 7. It's gonna be part of 7. So you would think they would actually completely finish 7 before they would start working on 8 and 9.
So do we know how far
there's a new trailer.
Game leads up to?
There's a new trailer on Final Fantasy 7. We could talk about that, and I'll talk about it right after we talk about this news. But I'm gonna get y'all's opinion. But I'm just gonna say, Final Fantasy 9 is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. Like I like 9 better than I like 7. Like Final Fantasy 9 is my second Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy 10 is my favorite, and then 9 comes next. So if they remade 9, I mean, I'm pretty hyped about 7. We're playing it this new combat way and see what they do with the story. So I think it's going to be a fun game. But they did 9. You see everybody got hyped when they announced 7 remake. Boy, if they announced 9 remake, you talking about getting hyped. I'm telling you, I would be.
Are you going to get hyped or the fans going to get hyped?
I'm going to get hyped. Because 9
okay.
is my second Final Fantasy game. And that was in Final Fantasy 9, you remember those graphics, it was like they did 9 like they're doing the 7. Oh man, I'm ready. I'm probably gonna cry a little bit because I'm ready for it. Final Fantasy 9 has an awesome story. Just I would love to play it with this updated graphics. If they did like an action combat, if they didn't, if they just updated the graphics or whatever, I'm down for it because that story is. I like the characters. Like as far as main characters, I like the main character in 9 is probably my favorite Final Fantasy character. As far as male goes, like Zidane. He's probably my favorite fantasy character. I like and 10. But yeah, they remade that and it's such a good Final Fantasy 9. If you haven't played it, man, awesome game. This awesome story, awesome game. But like we don't know if it's true, but have any of y'all played 8 or 9? Final Fantasy 8 or 9?
I have not.
Yeah.
How about you?
No.
None of y'all played it?
No, I haven't.
Well,
I played one of the Final Fantasy games, but honestly, I can't remember which one it was. But I did enjoy from what I played, and I mean, the cutscenes, the graphics, and the whole premise of the storyline, everything was really interesting to me. So, I mean, it's definitely a good gaming series to get into if you like RPG style type of games.
Yeah, like I might have to let you borrow Final Fantasy 15, Tim.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, for
you because
sure, for
it's
sure.
not too hard. It's not one of the better ones, but it's one that I can let you borrow. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not too hard to beat. But if you want it, you can always buy Final Fantasy 10 on the PlayStation.
I mean, I definitely enjoyed the gameplay and the style, and I
A
mean,
lot. I think.
I've always enjoyed like an RPG type of game, and it's like this, the turnstile strategy. It's like RPG turnstile strategy type of game, but when you complete some of the battles, the boss battles, and then the cutscenes that you come into is just beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful, and you feel like you have a connection to the characters. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a really great storyline, and it really sucks you into it. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah. Like 10 sucked me in so much. Like it was my first Final Fantasy. And the story, like if you want to, I don't know. I mean 10. I mean the graphics are dated, but it still won't look too bad because they kind of updated a little bit. But you can probably get it pretty cheap on the PSN store.
I
But
mean, you could definitely tolerate or put up with like the older graphics, like to just for the storyline itself. You know what I'm saying?
well, I can't put up some games, old games, but
Well,
yeah.
I'm talking about just Final Fantasy. I'm not.
Yeah,
We're
I'm saying
talking
this.
about other games.
I'm saying there's some Final Fantasy games I wouldn't go back and play the older versions. But yeah, Mayhem, you haven't played any Final Fantasies?
I don't say the last Final Fantasy would pretty much be pretty much be okay. I don't say I did play Final Fantasy 7. I did try to play the first Final Fantasy game, which I played the first Final Fantasy game, which I did finish. I did finish it. I would say the last Final Fantasy game it's the one with the fight team. So it's called Final Fantasy Destra. If I say it right,
Dissidia?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. Yes.
that's not a mainline fantasy game. That's
Yeah.
just a fighting game. That's a spinoff. It's a fighting game spinoff. It's not really
Yeah.
a main. It's not a mainline. It's not really anything. I mean, it's got the Final Fantasy characters, but it is not like a true Final Fantasy game. I would say because it's just a fighting
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a Smash. It's kind of like a Smash Brothers, but using. I mean, it doesn't play like Smash
yeah,
Brothers, but
it just team battles.
yeah,
I say it's pretty fun though, really.
yeah, but that's not like you're not getting the Final Fantasy experience with that game.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, but like I said, I mean, Final Fantasy 15 is not a bad game. I think that it's more action orientated. So if you don't like turn based, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And the story's not bad, but they leave a lot of stuff. Like if you actually beat the game and you actually get online and watch people talk about the story, there's a lot of stuff they leave out about the story, and it's
Hey
very.
Marcus, did you get the standard Final Fantasy 15 or did you get the one with all the extra DLC?
I didn't get the DLC. No, I didn't go back. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in the same boat as me.
No, I didn't. I didn't want to go back and play it. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good game, but it's not. But if it had DLC that was like in the future, like I don't like going back and playing in the past. It's like
In
I
the
don't
future?
like.
Oh, okay,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I don't want to go back and tell me what happened. I want to know if they had stuff that took place after this game, like after the story and events of that game. I would have got the DLC. But since all this stuff is like takes place during the game, like different time periods, I'm like, man, I don't need that. That's why I just like anime.
I mean, the only reason I did that is just to finish
No, I think all
the
that stuff,
story of the
all that
game.
stuff, all that stuff they added adds all them little DLC stuff definitely adds makes the game better. If you haven't played the game, you should definitely play all that stuff. I think it would definitely make it a better game. But
Yeah,
after,
because like I've actually been meaning to actually go back and play with all the DLC
yeah,
just to see if I could have a different experience.
yeah,
Because like the vanilla Final Fantasy 15 just leaves you wanting more. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's a good game, and the ending. I mean, the ending is conclusion. I don't like the ending, but at least I know exactly, you know,
Yeah,
which how it ends. I don't.
yeah.
I'm not really satisfied with the ending. But it's not like, yeah. But it's a good
Like
That's the way.
game.
I mean, that's the way DLC content works, though, right? I mean, they're gonna like the first batch that comes out, they're gonna leave you hanging. So you
I
go
mean,
back and
no,
get
No,
the
this is
second
that.
batch
No,
that comes out,
no.
right?
Here's the
no,
thing.
no.
To more accurately explain it, it felt unfinished.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
The last part of the game felt like
That's.
that.
I mean, really, that's a lot of the way. I mean, a way a lot of these gaming companies are going with now, though. They're leaving things unfinished. They're releasing products to us basically for us to test. Like for instance, good examples like the World of Warcraft that came out just recently, 3. Uh, they'll release it and expect us to test it for them, and they'll release the updates to fix whatever issues or problems they come up with, or as far as gaming goes, RPGs or etc., releasing additional content. So you go ahead and fork out that extra money to get that, so you get that conclusion that you want, or get that information that you want to get, right?
I don't think that for all games. I don't. I haven't had any.
Hey, I didn't say all games. I just said a lot of gaming
Yeah,
companies
I'm
are
just
doing
saying my
it,
opinion. I haven't had too many games that way.
Yeah. Also, this game was 15 years in the making, or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. But it's like I said, it's an enjoyable game. It's just like compared to the other Final Fantasy games, you can see like that last part half of the game, but that last part, you can see they probably wanted to do a little bit more of that section. When it goes like nighttime or whatever.
Yeah.
That's probably supposed to be a long part of the game. And they just kind of rushed through that part. So
we're all talking about this Final Fantasy, or we're talking about the Kingdom Hearts 3, and it really makes you want to go and get the Kingdom Hearts series and just play it from start to finish and see, really get an insight of the topic that we're talking about right now.
yeah, you should. It's good. I mean, they're a little dated. I ain't gonna lie, like the controls and stuff. Like,
Who cares? Who cares about that? It's all about the story. So I mean, I just want to see where we're at with the story. So
yeah. Well, you can buy the collections on PS4. Probably pretty cheap too. But
And all
they have one. They have one that has
pray for all you guys that can get through all the horrible controls.
yeah,
I don't think
I mean,
I don't think they're
it's,
super horrible, but they're definitely dated.
well, from the way
Well,
you all talk about it, it sounds really frustrating to me.
I mean,
mean-
one. I tried to go back and play one. It's like, yeah, that's not happening.
See, I went back not too long ago and played 1 and 2. When they released them on PS2 or PS3, the collections, I went back and beat 1. I went back and 2, and it wasn't a problem for me. Cause I think 1's kind of easy, so the control. I mean, you can tell it's dated, but it wasn't bad. Like, wasn't super bad.
It's
But
really about the story,
but
though.
yeah, it's about the story. But you can tell, but I can tell that the controls are dated. But it wasn't super frustrating to me. But I can still tell that it was dated. The controls are outdated a little bit, but it's still
So,
controlling. But it still controls
so,
some other games that come out now. So
so about the controls, man. Like, is it like really just like hard to like do, like when you trying to do something or
no,
do a
it's
combo
it's
or whatnot?
I think it's just the
Does it
camera.
feel like it's accurate? Does it feel smooth?
No,
What?
it feels smooth. I think it's just the camera, right? I think it's just how
The camera, the
works.
view was the
Yeah.
overhead view,
No,
like first person view. What?
it's just a regular action view, but I think you can't control. I don't know if you can control the camera. Maybe they put that in the remakes, but you can't. Like it just. It's hard to explain. You just have to play it yourself.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time about that. But I was just saying, maybe 8 or 9 remake coming out would be awesome. And
So, Marcus, just as a little sidetrack, real quick.
we've been on the sidetrack this whole time. No, go ahead.
What about in the year, two, maybe 4 years from now, they announce a Final Fantasy X remake?
I'm on it. It's over.
Okay,
I'm getting butt naked and run down the street.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you
whenever
this.
they
I'm gonna tell you this. Nah, I'm not gonna get button. I don't think I will. You never know. But Final Fantasy
That's
X.
a bit extreme there, but yeah, all right. We'll roll with that.
But Final Fantasy X is like my favorite game of all time. That's what I'm saying.
of
Like,
course,
You
yeah.
be having flashbacks to your childhood or teen years when you first started getting the gaming really hard, and that was one of the games you ran into, and you played that one, right?
yeah, but Final Fantasy X was just it gave me a new gaming experience. I never really played RPGs before, so this was my first RPG that I got into. So I think there was just a new experience, and it was an awesome story, and it was just the graphics blew me away, like the cutscenes, and then just the story and the graphics. I mean, the gameplay was okay. It was my first time playing this type of game, so I was just kind of getting used to it. It's not really my favorite type of game style, like turn based, but it was kind of cool and unique because it was my first time playing one. I guess it was kind of learning experience playing these type of games, and grinding for special weapons and getting your level up. But it was just the story and graphics just blew me away. And I haven't had a game that has done what I hadn't had a game that like 10 and experience like 10 since. I mean, Kingdom Hearts comes pretty close, but 10 was just. And then like I said, maybe go back and play all the Final Fantasies. I went back and played all the Final Fantasies, but none of them did what 10 did. I mean, 9 was awesome, but 9's graphics, held it back, because I went from 10 to 9 to 8 to 7.
So basically, you haven't had a gaming experience like that compared to that for as
Yeah.
far as the RPG gaming goes.
Yeah.
And being turn based, like that really like sucked you into it and like got you hooked on it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've had games that played better, but I haven't had a game that had a better story, I guess.
The story is what really like draws people into the game,
In the RPG.
into the gaming series, right?
As far as RPGs goes, yeah, in my opinion.
And the cutscenes, the cutscenes are just masterpieces.
Yeah.
They're like beautiful. Some of the top notch graphics you've ever seen for cutscenes wise.
Yeah, like I said, Final Fantasy 15 could have been that, but they just didn't. They just didn't quite get there with, but it had possibilities.
So I have a question following that.
Okay.
If they do announce it, what would you like to see them change or improve?
I mean, to me, just update the graphics and change the combat, make it action combat, just because that's my combat. But I don't know how they would do summons, so it'd probably be like.
I mean, that'd be kind of awkward or like a little like interestingly how they would adopt that or integrate something like that into the game.
Yeah,
Just being action.
I don't think it'd be hard because they're kind of doing it with Final Fantasy 7 now. So.
I mean, that's that. Well, when you said summons, I thought back to Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Actually, it would be awesome to do that because Final Fantasy 15 summons are pretty massive, and you don't get to. They kind of come out on their own, but it's pretty awesome when they do come out. They just destroy everything. It's pretty unique. But if they did a Final Fantasy 10 remake, I just like to see them update the graphics, action, and combine 10 and I like to see them make 10 and 10-2 into one game. Or it could be 2 episodes, I guess. But yeah, it'd be cool.
So here's my thing because one thing
I didn't like about. I want to say this. One thing I didn't like about 10 is Blitzball. They can get rid of Blitzball.
Okay.
Unless they made it control better, because I didn't like how it played.
I can understand that. I hate Blitzball.
Yeah.
I mean, but for me, it's like Final Fantasy X, like the first Final Fantasy game I ever played through.
Yeah, me too.
So it holds a special place in my heart.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, but it's like for me, build more upon the world because the world of Spear is amazing to me.
Yeah, it is. Traveling to different places. Oh man, I'm about to jump on the game right now. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about the game.
He's getting fired up. Oh yeah.
But yeah, along with the combat, just change up to Final Fantasy 15 or whatever they're gonna be doing to improve upon the combat with their more recent games, I guess.
Hmm.
How do you feel about the voice acting? Would you change it?
I didn't. I mean, it's been a long time, not too long, because I went back and we played the game not too long ago. But I don't remember the voice. I don't remember having a problem with voice acting. So nothing to me stands out that something was bad. But just because I just it might have been something. But right now, I don't remember any of the voice acting being bad. So
See, here's my thing. They can do a whole new voice cast as long as there's an option to have the original one.
let me tell you something. I remember Yuna's
Which then,
voice, and she sounded hot. So they need to keep her voice. I'll tell you that right now.
well, here's the thing. I don't think they could keep it if they're going to change the game that drastically. That's my
Yeah, it
thing.
probably adds stuff to it.
Yeah.
It's just to throw something in on it is things are not always what they seem to be. How about that?
I don't know what that means.
He's probably talking about the voice. Just because she sounded hot, that means she was hot.
Oh.
The voice actors,
I'm just saying,
voice acting. I say voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
It could be actress or actress, actors or acting actress.
But yeah,
I mean, Naruto's voiced by a woman, so yeah, I can understand.
But that's the Japanese. That's not the American version. Is the American version voiced by a
Yeah,
woman?
the American version's female.
I know it happens a lot in Japanese voice that
Yeah.
females voice characters, and I didn't know about actually in the American version dubbed.
I just say just to throw this in on a side note real quick, but that Japanese voice actors like really take their roles more seriously than I think American voice actors do over here in the U.S. That's all. That's all.
But Flawless Final Fantasy talk. They y'all seen that? I don't know if y'all seen it. They released a new Final Fantasy 7 remake trailer, and I mean I played Final Fantasy 7, but I don't remember it like. I mean I went through the whole game, but I don't remember it like I remember 10. But people are saying that it seems like some of the scenes, because they're switching up the story. It seems like some of the scenes you're seeing takes place after Midgar, after the city. So I don't know how the how it's shaking because it used to ask them, because it's supposed to this game is supposed to, can you talk? This game, the first part of the game, is supposed to take place in is it Midgar? Is that the name of the city?
Yeah.
But it seems like some of those what they showed in this trailer, some stuff that it could be just rearranging some scenes, but it seems like some of the stuff you're doing takes place after the city. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I might. I know it's multiple discs, but I can't. It's been so long since I played 7. I didn't get into 7 as much as I did the other games, so I can't remember what part of the disc. When you left, we filled another disc and stuff. I don't. I don't. I can't. I couldn't tell you. I just remember I remember the basic part of the story. But that's why I'm kind of excited about playing Final Fantasy 7 remake because I played it and I know the basics of the story, but I didn't get into it that hardcore. The first time I played, I got to the last area and was getting wiped up and just stopped playing it and finished it. Then I went back again and actually beat Sephiroth and stuff at the end. But yeah, have y'all seen the new trailer yet?
Nope.
I haven't.
Well, what about you? What have you not seen it yet, ma'am?
No, I
Watch it.
haven't.
I need you to go ahead. Need to go ahead and watch it now. You got time. I want to know what you think about this. See, tell me if this gets you hyped, like, because you say you didn't finish 7, right? You played it, but you didn't finish it. I want to know if you see
No, no.
that. See if this makes you like, I might have to get this game. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting pretty hyped about this game. You haven't seen it yet, have you, Bang Bell? Go ahead and check out that Final Fantasy 7, the newest one, the one that just came out today. Man, it's looking pretty good.
So you said that this is not gonna be the whole game, right?
No, it's only
So
supposed to,
do
it's
you
only supposed to take place until Midgar.
like
Like, if anybody hasn't, I'm gonna spoil some heavy stuff
like
right
is
now.
this half the game of the original or like
It's
half
only
of the
supposed
story?
it's only supposed to be the
Or
first disc.
oh, okay. So
For what people are saying, Midgar is supposed to be Midgar is just the first disc, right? Then until you leave the city, then you get to the next disc.
now how many discs are there? Like 3, right?
I think it's 3 or 4. I'm not sure. It might be 3. But there's some scenes here that I guess supposed to take place after the first disc, so now I'm not sure. But because pretty much spoilers, I'm thinking I might be wrong, but I'm about to spoil this game. So if you plan on playing Final Fantasy 7 fresh, you haven't played something before, I'm about to give us some big stuff going down in the game. You know, this is a very old game, but you might be some newcomers who's gonna play 7. It's gonna be the first time playing 7. So I'm just gonna let you know I'm about to spill some heavy stuff
What?
about this game.
There are 3
What
discs in
the
Final
fuck?
Fantasy 7.
Okay, here I go. In Final Fantasy 7, Aerith dies, right? She You don't expect it because she's the main character, and she dies in the first. Does she die in the first disc? Right?
Maybe.
She dies in Midgar, right? She dies at the church when Sephiroth comes and just fucking cuts her down.
Man,
So
uh,
I'm pretty sure that's how they was going to end this game, you know. But I think there's some stuff that looks like you. I didn't believe you got that red cat in the first disc, right? Do you see him in the first disc?
I never played the game, so
Oh, okay. See, I didn't think you got that cat in your party in the first disc, and you see him in this trailer. So I'm like, huh, what's going on here? But oh, when they do that scene with Elf Sephiroth cutting down Elf,
yeah.
that's gonna be emotional, boy, especially with these new updated graphics. Whew. Mm. Okay,
I mean, to be honest, the more I'm looking at this game, the more I want to play it.
yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. It says developers commentary said Chapel of the Ancients well after Midgar. Yeah, Cat Sith, not the cat. I'm not. Well, I'm not talking about Cat Sith. I'm talking about the. Like I said,
The thing that looks like a hyena
he looks more like a lion. He looks like a
or lion.
mountain lion, kind of.
He looks like the fucking Scar's son from Lion King too.
Kind of. But
Like
yeah,
that's what he reminds me of.
yeah. It's been around since I've seen Lion King too. But Red 13, I think is his name. But like I said, I'm not big. Like I said, I played 7, but I don't know a whole lot about it because I don't remember bits and pieces. Remember bits and pieces of the game, another story. So that's why I'm
I did.
kind of excited for this remake because it's going to be a chance for me to experience it again and take more. Because they're going to be, I think they're going to go more in depth with the story, so it's going to be cool to kind of take it all in. And oh, it says you get him in a building, so I guess he is in the first disc. I didn't know he was. Because they haven't showed him at all up until now, so I was thinking he didn't come in the beginning. So Mayhem, what do you think about that? What do you think about this game? What you seen?
You there?
You do Mayhem?
yeah. There's some scenes just got me off.
He's just trying to get his thoughts together, man.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. I mean, do you not want to dress up as a woman in the game? You know, is that what got you mad?
Like that, dude. That part thing, I'm like, I don't want him. Never that shit.
You don't
Yeah.
remember that?
I kind of remember that part, but not. I don't remember it too much.
Dude. I played Final Fantasy 7 a long time ago. There's like some stories. There'll be some story I don't even remember.
I mean, here's the thing. I've never played the game, and I just know some of these things just through a bunch of other videos I've seen.
Yeah, and people talk about 7 a lot.
Yeah.
And I've, they had the Final Fantasy 7 adventure, the movie that came out. It was pretty good.
They
I enjoyed that movie.
had
And
a movie.
Like
yeah,
like
they had a CD movie called takes
like
place after
like.
Final Fantasy VII.
Uh, I say, okay, look, like, I don't say like, I played Final Fantasy, I played Final Fantasy game when I was 12. Ever since then, I could my mind went my mind completely forgot on some of the scenes. I don't remember. Like I will focus on the main. I will focus on the main story.
Yeah, yeah. That's what makes this kind of cool that we go back and, for at least for me, because I don't remember. I mean, I know the main plot of Seven, but there's a lot of stuff I didn't really pick up on and pay attention to. So it's gonna be cool to play it with the updated graphics and try to take more of the story. But yeah, they did have, like I said, they had a Final Fantasy VII Adventure, the movie that was pretty cool. I enjoyed and stuff. They had some other spin-off games too. So, but yeah, I'm moving
Uh,
on. Before go ahead before I,
no, go, no, go, no, go on. Like I want to say, like right now, again, explain the details what I had missed. Then I was say, then like then he explained this character like who was a cross dressing, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, okay. I'm like my mind is a gaining. Like I don't remember. Like I don't remember a little story, little story, but I know I didn't know the main, and mostly Sephiroth. Like dude, like the one scene, but that one scene which shows Sephiroth like idol. I like what the dude, like when you show part that I which again never shows on the original one, but that idol pretty nice though. That's all I gotta say.
yeah, yeah, Surge of Cerberus was a pretty good game. I like that game pretty. It's like a spin-off. I guess it was a vampire. I don't remember the story of that. I don't know. I don't think I actually finished that game. I'm surprised I didn't. With the guy with the guns and the red scarf or cape or something. But they had a good number of spin-off games. But so next thing I want to talk about is, I don't know if y'all guys are Pokemon fans, but Pokemon Homeland's announced, and pretty much it's I don't know too much about it, but supposedly it's where you can take your Pokemon and transform to other games and stuff. I guess it's taking place of something that you're supposed to used to use. But supposedly, there's like a basic free version, and there's like a version that you pay. Supposedly, this Pokemon Home costs 3 times more than what it's replacing, pretty much. Vincent was the guy's name that had a spin-off game from Final Fantasy VII. But what do y'all think about this Pokemon Home? Have y'all know anything about it? Have y'all seen it though?
To
I
me,
heard people hate it.
Yeah, because it costs. Because I think because how much it costs. And they have a free version.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Pokemon guy, so this I ain't gonna lie. This,
like,
this doesn't affect me because I'm not. I ain't gonna be getting. I ain't gonna be getting
I,
Pokemon.
I
I,
have Pokemon, but I never play any of the other Pokemon, so it's like, yeah.
yeah, like I'm gonna say like I'm sorry, I'm not big on I'm not big on Pokemon. Just like Pokemon Stadium, it will be like one only game I will play. We got that Pokemon Stadium game was hell of fun. But as I'm say as I see people like respond about the Pokemon Home, then they're the one two here I see like like okay like okay, you bring out the full game. Pokemon Sword and Shields with like $60. Okay, then similar like a couple of months later, their expansion pack costs $30. And hmm?
No, I don't think the suspension. This ain't the suspension pack. What I'm talking about.
Yeah. I tried to make some of it.
But I
Like
don't think the suspension pack's that bad. I think the suspension pack's okay. I think because it's only
yeah,
$30. I think what you get with the suspension pack's not a bad deal.
yeah, but the thing is like with Pokemon Home though, but with Pokemon Home you pay like what $15 or $16
Nah, yeah, I think
a
Pokemon.
year for a
Yeah,
year
yeah,
though.
Pokemon Home's not good, but Pokemon Home's
So,
not the expansion pack. Expansion pack is something else. Expansion pack's not bad for what you get for your value because it adds new content in a new area, right? So I don't think the Pokemon expansion pack is pretty much what because you always get like you always have the mainline Pokemon games come out, and then Nintendo will release like those mainlines again, but they'd be like a Ultra Red or Ultra Blue, right, with new content. So that's what this expansion pack was doing. So it's actually kind of like what Kingdom Hearts did with Final Mix. But I think you probably get more value with the. And not my Pokemon fan, but I think if I'm looking at Kingdom Hearts DLC and I'm looking at my Pokemon DLC, if you're a Pokemon fan, you're probably getting more content with your expansion pack than you did with Kingdom Hearts. Now the Pokemon Home stuff looks like it's shady because they're charging you more than they used to charge you for what they're letting you do with that.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think it's
For
replacing the Pokemon. I think it's replacing the Pokemon Bank.
I don't say like what I don't say like I think about it. Never mind.
But
I don't say like but what I find funny is like of course Pokemon Home will feature like a free version.
yeah,
But the thing is only to, like if people want to transfer Pokemon game from the 3DS, their 3DS which is impossible. So it's the only way to transfer your Pokemon game from 3DS if you get the premium version.
yeah. Like I
You get the
said, that's what people are upset about it.
yeah, like
But
I'm
they'll
like
still,
eek.
but people will still buy it. If people complain about Nintendo stuff, and they still end up buying it.
Yeah, like I'm like oh well like I don't have a Switch so it doesn't affect me whatsoever.
Yeah. But also, I guess some more topics. Yeah, we was talking about Nintendo. Supposedly, the Switch has sold more than the Xbox One lifetime sales, or shipped more.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, Switch is sounding pretty good, but as of right now, I think Switch has shipped more than the Xbox One has. And
Not surprised.
because I mean, I think it's, I mean, so hopefully, that's why Xbox is going to have to come out. That's why Xbox is putting no Game Pass and putting no Game Pass and everything because they ain't selling consoles, so they want the games to sell. They got to put the games on other systems. But yeah, I just think that's crazy. Switch is in what Switch has sold more. Xbox has been what Xbox did in 74 months. Switch did in 34 months, pretty much. That's just a little something. But yeah, that's crazy.
And
And
that's
which,
because they have a library of games that people want.
yeah, and I just think that it's Nintendo, right?
Yeah, that too.
Xbox this generation just had a bad start. It really did. Like
Yeah.
I knew it would probably wasn't gonna outdo PlayStation, but I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Like be behind them this much. Like it did. Just had a very bad start, and they canceled a lot of games and stuff. There was some games I was looking forward to out of Xbox, and they canceled them. I'm like, well. But and speaking on sales, Star Wars Jedi Fallen has sold more than 8 million copies. This is the team that makes Apex. Remedy, I think it's the name, right? This is
Which one?
yeah, Remedy makes Apex, and they made Star Wars too. And they expected no sales expectation was I guess 6 million, which 6 million is still a pretty good deal. But
Wait,
it's
Apex?
the people who made Apex made Star Wars Jedi Fallen.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Star Wars Jedi Fallen has sold 8 million copies so far.
That's good.
That's pretty good. Man, this game's getting pretty high praises. A lot of people like this game. To me, like I said, I didn't finish it, but I played it a good amount of it. It's okay. It's kind of like Dark Souls, with the combat and the puzzle and the difficult, but I don't think the combat is super fluid as it should be. It's not bad, but I think you can compare it to Dark Souls because it feels that way a little bit. I don't think it feels as smooth, but then again, it's different because you're Jedi. But to me, like Devil May Cry is quite fluid with this game, in my opinion. But they're kind of different type of games in a way. But yeah, I thought that was pretty good that Remedy, because they needed to win because Apex is doing pretty good for them, but Titanfall, when they put Titanfall 2 at the wrong time, and Titanfall 2 kind of bombed, because when they put it out. So it's good that they have a win with this game. But pretty much before we talk about some movie, before we talk about some other stuff, we got the what game? We got the February's PSN Plus games next month. So if you got PSN Plus, you get next month your free games on BioShock the Collection. I guess it's what 1, 2, and 3. Is that?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I finished 2, but I finished 1 and I finished the last one, the one that you're in the sky.
Yeah.
And then you get The Sims 4, and then also I think Firewall Zero out, which I think it's a VR game.
It is.
And a lot of people talk pretty good about that game, so that's not a bad game to get for free. So yeah. But like I said, Bioshock's a pretty good games, but I won't want to go back and play it again. But yeah, that's pretty much all the gaming news I've got. I don't know, I might have something else I didn't put in my notes.
I'm saying what? I'm saying what? I'm saying what? So what about Apex 64?
Yeah, I knew there was some. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I knew I was getting some. Yeah, Apex. New season of Apex was announced. Season 4. New I mean, new. Well, they showed one character, but then that character got killed. So that one. I guess that was just kind of a play. Was that's a new character. What's that guy? I don't know the guy's name, but it's kind of like he's an assassin pretty much. And they had a new character trailer, like a CG trailer showing him. I wish they would show the in game his moves. For the CG, so I want to see gameplay.
Yeah, but basically he was I probably guess he was a human or think like a human or something, some reason.
Yeah, but he's pretty much an assassin that gets turned to smoke or something. And I don't know. It's a CG trailer, and I wish it would show gameplay, but guess what? The new season comes out Tuesday, and they're doing. I think the rank mode is split between 2 maps. So half the time you're playing Kings Canyon, and the other half you're playing Meltdown in ranked mode. But I'm not sure if they're doing that in regular mode or not. In regular, not ranked. But I'm not sure what else to add. I mean, I think they add a new sniper gun. And I'm not sure what else they're doing as far as modes. I think they're doing something new to the map too, but because they said something about the map's been changed, but we'll have to see what that means. But this is a year anniversary, so I'm hoping there's going to be some major stuff happening since this is the year anniversary. They said, so I would like to see them do something cool for Apex, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean it comes out on Monday, right? I mean, so
Tuesday. It starts Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we got like it looks like an assassin class character that comes out. I mean, I don't know if you all seen the new trailer, the newest trailer that just came out, but I mean, I don't know. It looks pretty deadly, right? His arm can turn into like a knife or like a drill, like type of spear, and like he just got people, and he like can turn into like a cloud of smoke. And I heard something like he has like a totem he can plant down. So if like it looks like he's about to die or gets killed, like he'll just teleport back to that totem. At least that's a rumor that I heard for one of his for his legendary skill.
Yeah, I don't think he really showed that off in the trailer because it was CG, so it was kind of hard to
No,
tell.
I mean I just heard a rumor about it.
Yeah.
That might be his legendary. It's like a totem like pole. He like plants down in the area, and then if he gets killed, he'll like automatically transport back to that totem.
Man, that would be pretty.
And that's where you see that like that poof of smoke, like where it comes out in the trailer.
Yeah, I figure he has this ability. He just turns into smoke or something. But, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I hope they do good with this season because this, like I said, it's been a year anniversary. So
I don't say, but I say, but everybody don't want to talk about the trailer though. About this little girl. Like
she could be she could be a character in the future.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the one I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I thought maybe she was somebody we already seen because she kind of reminded me of Rave for a minute. But I'm like, nah, it's not her. But yeah, she could be a new update. She could be a new character in the future or something. Yeah. So it sets up like, yeah, she's gonna be a character. So we'll see. That'd be neat. But yeah, that's so. Have you guys seen the new Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy. You guys seen the new Fast and the Furious trailer?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't say yeah, and I do have a rent for it.
Go for it, because I'm not a Fast and Furious fan, so I seen it. It looked okay, but I'm not gonna see the movie. I ain't gonna lie. But
all right then. Okay. 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 From the first trailer for Dom, Lenny with the kid with like Dom kids, with Dom kids like getting grown up, and I guess like I'll say I already hope I got her name right. I guess her name like Lanny though, but
yeah, her name's Lenny.
Okay. Okay. Then at one part she like give to her son his own chain and stuff. Then then at one part like Dom I guess got hunted from the past and their character like John and here this guy John Cena pretty much like tyranno evil brother and stuff. And now what I think to myself like I was like probably not John Cena could be good guys, but nope, he played a villain. Play a little villain and stuff. But that part ain't a read about. The one read about of the almost end of the trailer. Almost end of.
you might want to say spoilers because I know what you're gonna. I know this guy.
Okay.
Is it spoilers they show in the trailer?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's in the trailer, but maybe people haven't seen the trailer yet. You know,
It's not spoiler if it's in the trailer,
okay,
especially like the first trailer.
I never spoiled in the trailers.
Yeah.
Is it possible to have spoilers in the trailer?
First of all, why is it even in the trailer? I'm getting sick of these trailers not understanding how to surprise people.
So you think it's a mistake having this guy in the trailer?
Yes.
I think they're trying to bring hype, right? I think they were trying to bring hype.
No, but here again, here again I want to talk about. Well, what I want to talk about is Han. Like Han, Han's back, like back from dead. Like how? Like how?
Okay, here's
Y'all watch the movie.
Maybe you gotta watch the movie.
Y'all watch the movie and find out.
Wait, how he died or how he came back?
Why he came back?
Okay.
Come on. I think me and Rage are on the same wavelength right now because I'm getting sick of this.
Mind your program. Beep, 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 boop. Okay. Okay. In Tokyo Drift, you try you try to have Han, Sean, getting chased by her two, which Han pretty much portrayed on something during a chase. Then all of a sudden, that one guy, of course, assassinate, straight up, he ran over, made a car flip, which Han is on an RX on a Mazda RX-7, RX-7, and he will flip, and the car got gas leaking everywhere, like he all beat up, hurt, like he hurt. Then one guy was revenge of his brother's death, though, which find out after that movie he live out of nowhere, but dude, the car was exploded, Sean, Sean, Sean and the other girl, like all of them see it, Han got killed, Han got killed. So you better tell me that Han survived all of it. Survived all of it. It would take them. It would take what? It would take them. It really took them. It took them like what? Like the Earth Fast Furious, Tokyo Drift. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would take almost eight Fast Furious movie to get Han back. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. How they gonna say it? How Han survived? I want to hear that shit because there is no way. There is no way Han out of nowhere to survive. But again, but again, it reminds me if I fear it. Anybody can survive out out of nowhere. For example, John driving down the hill. Of course, there's a little rope, clip on the right front wheel, where we really all of a sudden the car just swing. You had the car go swing like Tarzan. That is bullshit. Straight up bullshit. Again, it's Fast Fair though. Fast Fair can do anything to make anything impossible though. Can make anything impossible though. But the thing is, I like Han. It just killing me that Han also how survive it's just how though, which I can't wait how they gonna explain it because as a Tokyo Drift, you straight right at first as a Tokyo Drift if I hot dog, then they go to almost reboot of Fast Furious. The other member with Brian Don meet again. They ain't in, so it took back pretty much when Han meet Don before his death and stuff. It felt kind of a rewind. Though at the Tokyo Drift, it gotta make it like a rewind. Though, then similar almost after Han, pretty much girlfriend dies. When he sacrificed himself, sacrifice herself for to sacrifice herself some shit. Then show up or Han died, but still I really try to wrap my mind up. Do I really try to wrap my mind up how Han survived? It's just so crazy to me. All of a sudden, you try to bring Han back, and what they argue to me is Sean was still in the trailer. Sean in the trailer. So now get me this Sean in the trailer. I'm hold up. Is the people from Tokyo Drift it coming back? It coming to this movie? Almost all game. I'm like, okay, Sean, honestly though, he bring Sean back, you bring Han back, at least bring Bow Wow back. Like that's all I gotta say about it. Bring Bow Wow back. Well, I don't know because it just it just but it's just confusing that Han's still alive though. Just how the hell Han can survive can survive after how many flip? I guess like two. Well, I guess one big flip, but big damage though and shit. But like gas flip, leaking, court explosion, boom, Han dead. Then all of a sudden Han, then almost eight movies after Han came back from the dead. I know, I'm saying, I know they'll try to explain it though, but at the same time, please be sufficient, be okay, be so. Damn, I can't say that word. Be specific.
There you go.
Be specific.
Be more specific. What you're trying to convey with how things played out, right?
But same time, but again, in Fast and Furious though, like they will they do bring some bullshit basically Fast and Furious is just pretty show pretty much Fast and Furious to me it just show how how many bullshit how many bullshit you can do on we drive car. For example, straight flying I guess Iceland or Antarctica. Then everybody move out there. All of a sudden, the take come out of nowhere. Submarine come out of nowhere and stuff. I'm like I don't know. Even that one guy, Don revenge of Lenny revenge Lenny to try to revenge Lady Death, but find out she alive though. Like we straight rent over him. Wait. Never mind.
I want to know what you think about Aaron Pro because you feeling kind of like rage. So what's your take on this trailer and everything?
I'm feeling like rage right now, but I just can't wait to see how they bring back Paul Walker at this point.
Wait, what? Wait, hold up. Yeah, just wait to the movie. Just wait to the movie.
Anyway.
I just don't want to do any more rant of this. I'm stressed.
Okay, with Han being back, I'm like, okay, we saw him die in 2 movies, but in the same scene. So everybody pretty much accepted the fact that you know what, they showed his death twice already. So it's probably confirmed that he is officially dead. But how is he back? I do not know. Like I just don't know. And at this point, I'm like, they got me. They're so close to getting me to go watch this movie because I'm like, how are you going to explain this?
Right,
I really want to go watch that movie just to see.
That's like some Houdini shit or something, right?
They do Houdini shit for all the characters that have died.
Drive do while truck take straight rolling and straight up straight up drift we all get hit by truck filled with gas tank and stuff I don't know. Do that one part of one part movie I'll say when Don racing or at Columbus around Columbus while driving while he tried beat one guy in a race with his cousin's car, like so fucked up, and while car is burning, while car is burning though.
Oh, that one.
Yes,
I think he was in like Puerto Rico or Cuba
Yeah.
or something.
yeah, Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico, but
I mean that that I don't know what to say about that scene. So
it's just bullshit. Do I
maybe there's science behind it. I don't know, but
do I watch movies is when we talk Fast and Furious, like just how many bullshit they can bring up though.
I mean, but yeah, that's my major gripe about this movie is like, how the fuck are they going to explain Han being back?
Yeah, that'd be the only thing. Like hell, if they do. Matter of fact, if Fast and Furious can bring Han back, man, the Walking Dead can bring back Glenn. Can bring back Glenn, but
Yeah, they can bring back him. They can bring back Paul Walker from the dead. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Right.
I mean, but other than that, the stunts, I don't really care about stunts. It's become like a fucking superhero movie at this point. I honestly don't care.
Yeah, pretty much.
To me, Fast and Furious ended on Fast and Furious 6. After that, all these other movies are just fan fictions.
But again, okay, for example, this one part, wait, I forgot that dude's name. He British. He like British stuff. Who like revenge?
Jason Statham.
Yeah, try revenge for death. Then almost the next one. On the next one, of course, Don like kill him. But the thing is, all of a sudden, Bird is alive. So I was thinking myself, he pretty killed. He's like he killed Han all for nothing. And find out his little brother is still alive from the next one. Like from the next one though. Like that to me crazy, but yet Dom son come friends with that dude after he killed his friend Han. No.
Maybe they're friends because they knew that Han was still alive.
But theories.
I don't know, man. It's like this movie has me personally. They run it to the ground. I just don't really care much for the series anymore.
Yeah, I do love her figures. No, I don't care what nobody says. Like Tokyo Drift is my favorite about all of them. Tokyo Drift is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I would say that's my third favorite movie.
But about the first Fast Furious, yeah. I don't say either Too Fast and Furious is alright.
So Marcus, what do you think about this?
I don't give a crap. I mean, I've only watched one Fast and the Furious, so I haven't been watching.
So which one is that?
First one.
All right.
Yeah, that's the only one I don't know if I even watched the whole movie. To tell you the truth, kind of remember and I kind of don't, but I'm not a big Fast and Furious. I did like the one that just came out, but wasn't really a Fast and Furious, but it was with Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh yeah,
that was okay. That's more action. I'm not big. I'm not big into cars and stuff like that. So stuff like this doesn't do it for me. I'm not a big car person. I don't care about racing and stuff. It's just not really my style. Now when it gets like all the fight stuff they be showing, oh yeah, I like that. Fighting martial arts, but the driving and stuff, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the story. I don't know anything about this guy coming back to life. No, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's
it don't do it for me.
Okay, that's just one thing though. Like Fast and Furious supposed to be about racing, but yet it mostly but down then like Fast and Furious is now more about height.
Yeah, I think in the beginning it was more about cars and kind of racing and car stunts, but then it got so big, they had to keep pushing the boundary, right? It
Yeah.
keeps getting more unbelievable and unbelievable, and they got to do bigger stunts. And yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
guess what?
they just
But
don't.
listen, guess what? This is number 9. No wonder. Oh, I just got something I gotta say. I got another topic. I'm about to, another movie topic, boys.
Wait, what about Bam Bam? What do you think about this?
Oh, I've seen a few of the Fast and Furious movies, and I think they're pretty interesting. The stories are interesting. Uh, I'm really into like cars and stuff, and I think it's really cool. But like, how can you keep bringing the same like a person back from the dead and like explain how he came back? Like, how does that even work? Like, how's people supposed to wrap their heads around that? I mean, they're gonna have
Hollywood.
like. Yeah, it's Hollywood and stuff. But I mean, sometimes it's like you just got to come up with something like that. Just have it make sense, so people can understand what the hell's going on. Like, really? I
Why?
mean, come on now.
Telling
Come
you,
on.
they're gonna bring
Guess
back Paul
what?
Walker.
You talking about y'all want this movie to make sense. Have you not seen the other movies and the stunts are doing? It does none of it make sense.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah,
is
yeah,
like in this
yeah,
trailer,
like
he had a
yeah.
hook, like you said, oh, they hooked the reel
Like,
and it's swinging. This
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
make
yeah,
no make
yeah, yeah, yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah,
It's all
yeah,
about the
yeah, yeah.
hype.
Like, yeah. I understand though. That like it remind me like it's Fast Furious. They do pull some bullshit.
And it's
They do
number
pull,
9. It's number 9. Like
but
they're just trying to make the hype. This is number
yeah,
9, people.
yeah. But
People are not
they
seeing this
do.
movie because for it to make sense. They're sticking to a
But
formula and they're going to keep going with it. But on some other news,
it really took them 6 movies to
Oh,
also
I see.
bring Han back.
Wait,
Six
what the hell?
movies.
Okay, I mean,
but
That's all.
but guess what, guys? I don't know if y'all heard this, but they're doing more Transformer movies.
Oh, okay. Oh no, here we go
Wait,
again,
wait, wait,
man.
wait. I guess
Who's gonna be the director this time, man?
I don't know. It's not Michael Bay though. But there's 2 of them. They're doing a Bumblebee. They're doing a Bumblebee 2 movie, which
makes
okay.
sense.
I enjoyed Bumblebee. I thought it was okay movie. I enjoyed it.
I mean, it was okay.
Yeah, I
It was
enjoyed
okay.
it.
His name John Cena.
But guess what? But this is what I'm getting excited about. Guess what other movie they're doing?
What's that? What's that? What other movie?
Beast Wars.
Beast Wars. Oh,
Really?
okay.
Let
Woo!
me check it.
Hey,
Uh,
that was my dude. I like some I Transformers I liked. That's what I was watching. That's the Transformers I watched. I didn't watch the shit about the cars. But Beast
how,
Wars, I was
how are
all
we how are
about.
we gonna do this Beast Wars, man? How is this Beast Wars gonna play out, man?
I
I don't
know
know.
that's what I'm wondering. How are they gonna?
yeah,
How are they gonna
I
do
don't
that
care.
Beast Wars?
I don't care how they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it, and they're gonna have my boy Cheeto in the fucking show, and I'm pumped up. That's the Transformers I watched. Beast Wars. I don't care about the other Transformers, but Beast Wars. That's what I watched.
Look, you
That's what I
gotta care
watched.
about you
Without
gotta care about the original Autobots,
I
man. They're the
don't.
ones who
I
started the
don't.
whole thing,
I
man. They're
don't
they're
care
one.
about.
I mean, the Autobots, Bumblebee, Megatron, and all them. They came be way before the Beast Wars.
You know
So
what?
there you go.
You're not lying, but I don't care about them. I care about Beast Wars. That's what I watched when I was a kid. Shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Beast Wars was pretty good, but still, man, you just can't disregard the whole original Autobots who started the whole
I can't. I don't care
series,
about
man.
them.
Yeah, well, that's just
I
your
mean,
opinion.
yeah, that's what it's about. I'm saying I'm hyped about this movie. Now, this movie could be complete trash. I ain't gonna lie, it might be complete trash. But I'm seeing how they go. I want to see how they did what the storyline's about. And that I seen a picture of like a concept of the what's his name, the ape. I think it's Optimus, but they don't call him Optimus. They call him something else. I forgot what they call him in this one. But they had like a picture of him. It's a huge. So they're still not doing small animals. They're still gonna be gigantic. It looked pretty cool for the picture. So I'm just gonna see what the Wado in this form and if it's in the same universe as you know. Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm excited about. I'm a big fan of Beast Wars. I really like the anime. I really like the anime. I don't know if it's anime, cartoons, but I really like that show. I like the Beast Wars a lot. But yeah, it'd be cool.
More explosions.
Well, Michael Bay's supposedly not directing it, so we'll see. I'm not sure they got two. I guess it's two different directors, but it's two different movies.
But just imagine Michael Bay made Transformer anime movie, a Transformer. How many exposure that he will put on there? Like I would say like pretty with a good budget. So
But guys, that's gonna be pretty much it for the show tonight.
uh-huh. What time is it? Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I mean, we appreciate everybody who tunes in and joins in on the show, or if anybody's viewing the video on YouTube or our podcast on YouTube, we definitely do appreciate that, and we hope everybody comments and leaves a like on it on our podcast. We do appreciate anybody who has anything to say, and we look forward to providing more entertainment in the future for everybody.
But yeah, that's before we go. Anybody want to get no outros where they can find you?
Certainly, if you want to check out my Twitch channel, which I stream from time to time, different gameplay, MMO gameplay on PC, and shooter slash RPG games on a console, PlayStation. Check me out at TJAce24 on Twitch. That's my channel.
Yeah, you can find me at Emperor Gil on Twitter.
Y'all can find me on DDD Mayhem 725 at Twitter, which I want to say like it was raised 725, but I changed the handle to DD underscore right. Sorry, is DD underscore Mayhem 725. And and plus y'all can find me. Y'all can find me on Twitch on DD underscore Mayhem 725 as well though. And after the podcast, after the podcast, I'm going to stream on Apex.
All right, I'll be getting on that action tonight.
Oh yeah, man. Let you know that I made my stream works this time. So that way,
Okay,
this time there's no lagging.
sounds good to me.
And I'm Chaotic Smith. You know, you can catch me on this channel, and yeah, and I might be streaming some Kingdom Hearts DLC, Data Fights, maybe tonight, maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, until next time, guys. Keep it gangster. And I want to say RP to the legend Kobe Bryant.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows he had an accident on Sunday, and
Yep,
it's
definitely.
my it's my favorite player of all
Unfortunate.
time. So it was a hard day for me on Sunday, but we'll keep it moving.
Definitely unfortunate news, and he was a really great basketball player, and I'm sure he'll be missed, and my condolences to his family.
Yeah, and I want to say also his daughter was
Yeah,
was on
yeah.
playing where
In other
what was his name?
families, in other
Yeah,
families.
name.
Yes,
name.
absolutely, and to the other families, family members who unfortunately perished in the accident.
Yeah, not others.
But that's it, everybody. Peace.
Later.
See.